In this next interview, I had the pleasure of interviewing one of my dear mentors and friends, Jill Sterkel. My name is Katrina Radke, and I interview her sharing her own story of what it was like to win one of her favorite prizes. I'm here today with Jill Sterkel, one of my idols and mentors, four-time Olympian, two-time gold medalist from the Olympics, and two-time Olympic bronze medalist. And she has been around the swimming world forever, been coaching and swimming. You are a hero in many people's eyes, and I want them to be able to hear some stories from you today. Jill Sterkel, how are you?
I'm doing well, I'm enjoying myself here in Omaha.
And I know your little son and my son are having some fun playing together, wrestling.
Let's hope they don't kill each other.
Exactly, no, I hear you on that one. So tell us a little bit about your journey. I know yesterday you were sharing a story with me about an international competition and when you really wanted to win this one prize.
Well, when you go and swim in Europe, they, instead of giving medals, they typically give you material goods. So at this one meet I was going to, they had all the prizes laid out and they were labeled like the events, and I saw this giant crystal vase for the 200 free, and I usually would steer away from that event because it was too long for me, but I saw what the prize was, and so I'm like, Coach, I want to swim that one. And as it turns out, I didn't know it at the time, but I was going against a pretty soon-to-be famous East German in the name of Barbara Kraus. This was a long time ago. But I took her down because I wanted the prize. So
and what did
there's a lot to say about motivation.
What did you tell your mom when you got home, when you got that prize?
Oh, well, I had several of them, and she was like, "Where did you get all this stuff?" And I was just like, "These were the prizes they gave out." And she was pretty amazed at what I brought home.
So in terms of that, share a little bit about motivation. When you make a decision in your mind to do something, how does that translate for people who are watching this?
Well, I think internal motivation, I think, is what has to drive you to stay in the sport, and so that's something that I think that comes from within. That it's just the drive to want to be better, to improve yourself, to do the best that you can. I think some of the external things are awesome as well. I mean, you see different things that are going to motivate people, but I think over the long haul, motivation, I believe, in anything that you do, has to come from within, and you have to just keep going and going and going. And you've seen lots of stories here this week that show that, about people who tried 4 years ago, didn't make it, or were maybe only placed 37th, and now they're on the team. They just kept at it, and they had the dream and the desire, and they kept working for it, and nobody was going to tell them they couldn't do it. And that's internal drive, internal motivation.
Well, thank you, Jill Sterkel.
You're welcome.
See you next time.